What's poppin' T Squad? It's me, Keisha, and I'm here with tonight's All Tea, All Shade. Put a Ring on It, Season 3, Episode 2 review. Tonight's episode was a doozy, bro. Like, these people are insane. Let's get into the episode because it was one hell of a show. So we pick up exactly where we left off last week with Shay being upset. She had excused herself from the group meeting. She went into one of the rooms and was crying. And then you overhear her telling herself to think happy thoughts. And she pulls it together and she comes back out and she puts on that bright smile and pretends like everything is okay. And Alfonso says, basically, what is he to do? And then in his confessional, he says that their dirty laundry shouldn't be aired out in front of everyone. Well, if you felt this way, why did you sign up to come on the show? Why? Why are you here, sir? Why? Why are you wasting everybody's time? I don't know if when he grins, that's a nervous laugh for him, or if he genuinely just don't give a fuck. It comes across like it's a nervous laugh or whatever, but that nervous laugh and that grin comes off as being very disrespectful, and it gives off the flair like he genuinely does not care and that he on some other shit and that her feelings don't matter. So Charlana talks about her date with Meta and Otis throwing her flowers in the trash. And when Dr. Nicole asked him about why he did that, he said because she should know better. That man sat up there and said, because she should know better. Baby, Dr. Nicole head said, like, excuse you, sir? Like, we're going to get into more about him and what type of nigga he is later. So she then brings up him telling her to go take a shower. And everybody was looking like, I know you fucking lying. And I was like, she ain't, child. When Dr. Nicole asked him about, him saying that to her, he, of course, switches it up by saying that, she had just come home from playing soccer and just to calm things down, you go take a shower while I finish up in the kitchen. That is not the way you said it. You specifically said you're dirty. Go take a shower. Like she was dirty from being with another man. Don't try to switch that shit up now. Boy, goodbye. He is very manipulative with his old square forehead ass. Forehead shaped like a rectangle fucking Lego shape. Ugh, cannot stand him. So Dr. Nicole says, Otis, what it sounds like is that you're hurt, insecure, and disrespected, and you were seeking to establish dominance. And I was like, you're 100% correct. He likes to be the big man on campus in relationships. And like I said, we're going to discuss that a little bit more. So, Charlana in her confessional says that Otis can be very possessive. And I was like, is it really possessive, or he wants to, like, what word am I looking for? Because maybe it is possessive, maybe it is, but like I said, it's more so he's manipulative to me. He likes to mind fuck her. I don't know if there's a big age difference between them, but that's what it comes across like. He's much older than her, so he can fuck with her head a lot, because any woman with a backbone and some sense would not deal with him. Not no woman of a certain age. Hell no. So then we get to Shorty, and she talks about her date with Hollywood. And, she really enjoyed herself and that they had so much in common. They were able to talk about pretty much any and everything. And she says that she doesn't understand Kenneth's lack of communication. She just can't talk to him about any and everything. She says, she's a talkative person. She likes to talk about things, and he's just not that way. And she tears up and she says, I want someone to talk to, and he's not like that. Me telling him that Hollywood was easy to talk to triggered him. And so she then goes on to tell Dr. Nicole how he threw the necklace that Hollywood bought her off the balcony. And everybody is looking like, oh, wow, like you took it far. We thought Flowergate was something, but you took it to a whole other level. And then we really get to the meat and the potatoes of the situation When she then tells us that after that, he snatched her phone and locked himself in a room for hours going through her phone. Baby. Now, last week I was saying, she looks like she's much older than him. I feel like that was kind of validated tonight that she's older than him. And I also stated on last week's episode that something came across to me like he lived with her and that she got money and he don't. He seems like he's very much a moocher. Because that place is obviously hers. It's too feminine for it to be something that they moved into together. And I'm looking at this lady like, I know you lying when you're telling me that this man took your phone and locked himself in the bathroom and was going through your phone. So apparently when he was going through her phone, he saw that she, talked about him to her friends. And I don't know in specific what she said about him, but whatever it was, he didn't like it. But the fact that your grown ass actually took this girl phone and locked yourself in the bathroom like you on an episode of Saved by the Bell. What the fuck is wrong with you? He is a pussy. He is a little boy. Girl, I would be so turned off after that. So turned off. Because you don't violate me and take my stuff. You don't do that, because then that leads to other shit. That leads to you breaking my shit or you fucking up my shit, and that's gonna give me flashbacks, and then I'm gonna have to kill you, bitch, because I'm not going through that shit again. But he is very toxic and abusive, and that is considered abuse, what he's doing to her, and we'll get into that in a second. So when Dr. Nicole questions him about this, he says that, he admits that he lost his self-confidence and became overwhelmed. And she was like, good job, Kenneth, good job, relaying your emotions. And I'm like, lady, you don't even know the half. You don't even know that this man is manipulating you and trying to make it seem like, he knows what he did was wrong. And, using these key words that therapists like to hear to basically be a scapegoat for him not taking full responsibility for what he actually did. So Charlana, when it comes time, turns down another date with Meta. We all knew that was going to happen. We knew that there was no connection there. Shay does not want to go out on another date with Brian. We knew that was going to happen. And Shorty, of course, does want to see Hollywood again. And baby, look, Kenneth didn't know what to do with himself. He was melting right then and there. So Dr. Nicole informs the men that, it'll be guys week coming up to go on dates with different women. And she asked the ladies, are you ready for your man to go on a date with another woman? And Charlana was like, no. When we argued, he said, I got my date coming up. Remember that. So that's in my head. The fact that he is a petty tit-for-tat ass nigga says everything about him. And like I said, he likes to mind fuck her. He likes to play on her weaknesses and insecurities to keep her in line and to keep her in check. Shay, however, says that she is excited for Alfonso to go on another date. And I was looking at her like, girl, you are lying your ass off. You are so cap right now. Girl, get out of here. You are scared shitless. So in the car, we see Shorty and Kenneth talking about her dating Hollywood again. He's feeling some type of way about this. And she says that, she wants to go out on another date with him because he has positive vibes. And Kenneth was like, you don't get positive vibes from me? And she was like, not as of lately. And so that conversation then turns into him asking her, do she want to be with him or not? And she was like, that's the whole reason why we're in this process. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are you talking about? So then she reaches her hand out and we see him give her a phone. Now, it didn't register in my head that was her phone, that he had still had her phone that whole entire time and had been holding it hostage all of that time. Baby, you better than me. You are better than me. Better than me. Because you know what? You can keep that phone. I'm about to take my keys and I'm about to get the fuck up out of here. I'm about to go and spend the night somewhere else. get me a new whole new phone, get that one turned off, and then I'm going to politely ask you to leave my shit, and if you don't, I'm calling the police on your crazy ass. What in the hell is going on here? So he gives her back her phone, and she goes through her shit and sees that this nigga then screenshotted her bank information and sent it to himself. I was blown away. I thought I had seen everything there was to see on reality television, but this one was the Jimmy Gotcha. Like, what? So she immediately tells him to delete, her information and, whatever he screenshotted out of her phone. And he keep on skirting around the conversation. And he was like, can we discuss it later? And she was like, no, like, delete it. And he kept on saying, can we discuss it later? She was like, I'm so disgusted. But she was holding herself back because they was on camera. He then at some point gets out the car and like is pacing or whatever. And I'm looking like, girl, we would have been in that motherfucker rocking, thumping, banging, because you got like fucked up to violate me in such a way and be bold enough, confident enough to do some shit like that and think that we gonna still be together. You violate me in that type of way, you will never see me, speak to me, breathe the same air as me ever. Because that's some psychopath type shit right there. That's some female shit right there. Like, he's so weak and whack. I don't even understand what about him is that she likes, because he's mentally unstable. He has low self-esteem. He ain't got shit going for him. He's living off of you. Girl, what? And he does some shit like that? That's crazy, creepy behavior. That's some shit that you see on A&E, goddammit. Like, absolutely not. No, man. Because what are you going to do with my banking information? What are you gonna do with my banking information? First of all, we ain't even married, my nigga. You don't have no right to go near nothing of mine. Are you out your fucking mind? Baby, I would have cussed him out from the rooter to the tutor. Ooh, child, Jesus the Christ. So then the next day, we pick up with them, and he at her house. Baby, ain't no way in hell that nigga would have been there with me. No way, Jose. No. I would have dropped him off at his mammy house or somebody's house. So she asks him, like, what was that all about? What was the point of you doing it? And he says, when I get in that headspace and I feel like you against me and, I shouldn't be like that. I shouldn't want to be mean and sabotage you. What? Are you kidding? I felt like I was in a Twilight Zone. I felt like I was watching Mean Girls and they were talking about the burn book. What you mean sabotage me? The fact that those words even came out his mouth. Why are you with this nigga? Why are you with this bum? What is going on here? What exactly is going on that he shouldn't want to sabotage you? Oh, because he ain't got shit to lose. He ain't got nothing. What? Girl. So she was like, my fear is that you're going to use that as continued leverage over me. The fact that you're even having this conversation, ma'am, is insane. Insane. He's basically blackmailing you. He is abusing you. Just because he's not putting his hands on you does not mean that this is not abuse. What he's doing is abusive behavior. He is keeping you tethered to him by any means necessary. And then he says, I can understand that, from my past actions. So this ain't the first time this nigga done did this shit, apparently. So in her confessional, she says, if there is a threat of us not being together, he's going to make sure that no other man wants me, that my job ain't going to want me no more. My friends going to look at me in a different light. One of the crazy things he did was go to my job's social media page and spam them with comments about me. And you took him back? You took him back? He embarrassed you publicly, affecting your job, and you know that he is the type of person that will try to get you fired, that will try to fuck up your life, and you for some reason still tingle when you see him. That man is a psychopath. Ain't shit about this cute. Ain't nothing about this no fairy tale bullshit. Oh, he just a little jealous, or he just a little possessive. No, that nigga is crazy. He the type of motherfucker that will try to hurt you or hurt himself just to spite you. And he uses whatever past traumas that he has gone through to keep you feeling bad about when he does something that is fucked up. Because he literally took your phone from you for 24 hours or something, screenshotted your bank information, and then he wants to scrounge up a few tears and make you feel sorry for him, and then everything is okay again. Girl, you enable this bullshit. Ain't no way in hell you need to get a restraining order on this nigga, because he is fucking crazy. And the longer you stay with him, the more I'm looking at you like you're fucking crazy, because ain't no way in motherfucking hell. Ain't no way. This is crazy. This is toxic. So she then says that it makes me feel like you're forcing me to be with you. You want me to be with you not because I want to be with you, but because I'm afraid of the consequences of me leaving you. You're saying it right there. It ain't no I feel. That is literally the situation that you're in. He has leveraged it that you are afraid to leave him, which is abuse, lady. He's abusive. He's insane. Everything about him, from his mannerisms to his fucking weak ass jaw, the way his mouth hangs to the side, them fucked up ass teeth. This nigga, girl, you better get the fuck away from this man before your ass end up on the first 48. That nigga is crazy. Ain't shit about this funny or cute. So then her dumb ass, he started crying. Well, pretending to cry, because now a tear came up out that motherfucker. But he goes and plays the victim role and says, I never want you to feel like I'm your enemy. I got some underlying issues I got to deal with. I'm not in denial of what I need to do. Bitch, I'm happy you understand it. Well, you need to go head on and deal with your issues outside of me. I ain't got time to be fixing your past traumas, why your mama don't love you, why your daddy was beating on you. That ain't for me. Go talk to Iyanla. Go talk to Dr. Nicole. Go seek Jesus, nigga. But no. You could do that outside of me. Because if he knows that what he's doing is fucked up and he continues to do it, guess what? He don't give a fuck. He don't give a fuck. So then her dumb ass asks, can I hold your hand? Bitch! The fuck? Girl. Oh, Jesus. Maybe it's because she hungry. That's why she's so dumb. The bitch is like literally the size of a Polly Pocket. I don't understand this. So Otis' date day comes and he goes out with this really pretty girl named Cherie, really cute girl. And Charlana in her confession says, I'm concerned that he could break the boundaries we have because he's petty. He'll do something out of anger and not think about it until later. Why are you with this nigga? Why are you with him and his light-skinned antics? He is a whole woman. No, I don't even call him a woman. He is a little girl. He is a little girl. Why are you with somebody that you know likes to hurt you on purpose? Because that's what that is. He likes to hurt you on purpose. That is your punishment. He puts you on punishment like you're a fucking child. And you allow this type of behavior. So, Jesus. Then we switch to Shay. She don't want Alfonso to get all dripped out in his jewelry and stuff to go on his date. She then brings up the topic of all of their issues with their relationships and, why he don't want to introduce her to his mama. And he laughing with that stupid grin on his face, talking about, I've talked to everybody involved. Like, what more do you want me to do? And she gets frustrated like she always does. And then his date arrives. A girl by the name of Chantel from Brooklyn. Cute woman, really cute. So she knocks on the door and Shay goes to the door and answers it, but she cracks the door open. And the girl was like, hi. And she was like, hi. And literally just left the girl standing there. So the girl was like, you gonna let me in? She was like, wait a minute. And so she closes the door in the girl's face. And then she's asking Alfonso, like, why you so excited? Da-da-da-da-da. He like, girl, just open the fucking door. So then she opens the door and the girl's still not tripping. The girl is like, hi, and, extends her hands for a shake. Shay doesn't shake the girl's hand, just being rude and nasty for no fucking reason. This girl ain't disrespected you, your home, your nigga, nothing. And um she then stands in their way when they're about to leave and tell him, because he was like, you ready to go, sweetheart, or baby, or something like that. And she was like, her name is Chantel, that's what you're gonna call her, like, we're not gonna do that. And then she has the nerve to tell this woman that she needs to button up her shirt because she was being disrespectful. And that girl was looking at her like, absolutely not. Like, girl, if you don't get the fuck out of my face with your silly ass. So if things couldn't get more cringy and she couldn't embarrass herself anymore, she then proceeds to follow them outside to the car, making comments about the girl sitting on in the passenger seat. And then she tell the girl to move her arm off the armrest, and the girl was like, no, I'm fine exactly where I am. And then she opened the door like she about to do something, but little mama Chantel was not fazed at all. Chantel was like, what you gonna do? And at some point she then moves out the way or whatever. But I'm like, girl, you acted a plumb fool behind this fat neck ass nigga. Are you fucking insane? Like, she made herself look so pressed and dumb. You don't ever put yourself in a position where a bitch and your nigga can laugh at you and talk about you and how stupid you fucking look, because that's exactly how you made yourself look, darling. And you was rude and I didn't like it. So Alfonso and Chantel go out to dinner, and he knows she want him. She said before she even met him that she like tall, dark skinned, chubby niggas. So he peep game. He see, she's something I can fuck with if I choose to go there. And when she asked, what was he looking for physically, and he was basically like, you my type, you know what I'm saying? He was keeping it play, he was keeping it cool, but he was also letting her know, you might be hearing from me later. So he was like, what you looking for in a man? And she was like, you. She did not mince words at all. And at the end of the date, when they was leaving out, he was looking at her ass. He ain't shit, child. He ain't shit at all. So then we see Otis return home from his we see Otis go on his date with a girl by the name of Cherie, who's very pretty woman. And they leave and go on their date, and he says in his confessional that she's mature. She's a mature woman because she's covered up. But it's a first date, so he needs to see more skin. Girl, I hate this nigga. I hate this nigga so much. I do not like him at all. Because Otis is one of them niggas where he want the bad bitch on his arm. He want the young bad bitch that he can control, that he can mind fuck. He is one of those niggas. Oh, wait, before I even go there. They get to talking about, relationships and all of that stuff. And he asks her, like, what she's looking for. And she says she wants a man that can lead. Baby, as soon as that girl said that, his face lit up. The nigga hadn't smiled the whole damn date. His face lit up because that's his thing. That's what he gets off on. That's what makes his dick hard. She said, I want a man that can lead and that she can be there for, that she can support. He wants a yes bitch. He wants to be the nigga in the relationship that the woman fawns over. Oh my God, I got Otis. He's so fine. He's so tall. He's so handsome. He got this going for him. He is a prize. I should be happy to be with him. Ooh, yes, ma'am. I'm going to do whatever he say. I'm going to suck him, fuck him, cook for him, please him. I'm not going to ask him no questions. I'm going to support him, and I'm going to keep my mouth shut, and I'm gonna do whatever the fuck he tell me to do. He one of them niggas. He one of those niggas, and that's one of the worst niggas to ever get with. Worst niggas to ever get with. But see, he can't play that shit with no grown ass woman. That's why he look like he with Charlana young ass, because she cute, she petite. You know what I'm saying? She got a good body. He can emotionally manipulate her, mentally manipulate her. And she don't even know she being mentally manipulated. And the shit go right over her head. Girl, goodbye, nigga. Goodbye, because your hair is falling out in the front. And your forehead look like a cinder block. Boy, fuck off. So Then we see a girl by the name of Shamaya pick up Kenneth. She dressed like she going to an exercise class. This nigga up here dressed like he going to take pictures on picture day in fucking junior high, or he look like he going to a fucking job interview. Where are you going with this button up and these dockers and this belt? That's how you know the nigga ain't got shit going for him, child. He don't even know how to dress on a date, child. So Kenneth is uncomfortable, however, on this date because he say, you know, things between him and Shorty aren't good. So he was really a Debbie Downer the whole time. Very respectful, really didn't do too much or whatever. But I don't like this nigga at all. So Otis brings back the cake that he made on his date with old girl. And Charlana was like, did you stick to the rules, no touching? And he was like, I gave her a side hug. I mean, you did it. So right then and there, what she said about him being petty, we then see that it's true. And then he goes to say this is why he likes to mind fuck her and uses it to control her. He says, I realized the boundaries didn't need to be set for me to behave because I'm gonna be me anyway. You're a grown woman, you could do as you please. So basically he's pumping fear in her that when I go out on these dates moving forward, I'm gonna do whatever the fuck I want to do to hurt you. So she's now going to be on her best behavior because if I don't do it, then maybe he won't do it. You know what I'm saying? I won't make him mad no more. That is emotional abuse. Oh my God. Oh, Jesus Christ. This show is triggering me. So she was like, no. And he was like, okay, you know, we'll keep the boundaries, and laughing. But now the seed has already been planted. He's already planted the seed of fear into this girl. So then the couples meet with Dr. Nicole, and Alfonso talks about his date and how Shay showed her natural black ass. And Dr. Nicole was like, what was driving your behavior? And she was like, he was too happy, which makes me feel like when you're online TikToking and this, that. And she was like, oh, TikToking? What's that about? And Alfonso says she think I be at these other women. And Shay in her confessional says, I've had several women DM me saying you need to check your vagina because you don't know where your man been. Oh, Jesus. Why are you with this nigga? Why? Is it because he friends with Rick Ross? Is it because he got a look coin? Is it because of the flash, the pomp, and circumstances? Because why? Why are you with this nigga? He cheating on you. He fucking the baby mama. He won't introduce you to the mama because God knows what he done said about your ass to the mama. It's a reason why she don't like you outside of the fact that she cool with the baby mama. Bitches been telling you that he been fucking on you, fucking around on you. Girl, neither one of these couples need to put a ring on nothing. They need to fucking separate ASAP. So then Otis says Shay is overpowering and I want peace. I agree. She is very overpowering. She's silly and she ignorant as fuck and she police him. And he finds that shit to be adorable. He finds it to be adorable. He likes the fact that this pretty girl is all on his dick and fucking policing him, but also it's a headache for him for when he want to fuck around and do what the fuck he want to do with other women, and it's getting in the way of his peace of being able to cheat in peace. So Shay was like, you know, I don't have a sense of security, so it puts us in a horrible place. Of course you don't have a sense of security. It ain't no security, girl. The fuck, girl, everybody on here dumb. Everybody's on here dumb, Jesus. They need more than counseling. They need some bless oil. Whoo, Jesus, I cannot. Overall, though, I give this episode an A. It was very good, very entertaining. This season looked like it's going to be a doozy. Let me know what y'all thought about tonight's episode of Put a Ring on It. Let's talk down below in the comment section. Make sure to thumbs up this video, like, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell button. Also, before I leave, I want to remind you guys or tell you guys that April 8th at 6 p.m. Central Time, I will be interviewing Love and Marriage DC cast member Ashley Brittany Silva. She is DJ Quicksilver's wife. She's one of the main cast members on the upcoming season of Love and Marriage DC, which will be premiering on the OWN network in May. I'm super excited to interview her and for us to learn about her before the season starts. So make sure you mark your calendars for April 8th at 6 p.m. p.m. Central Time to check out my interview with Love and Marriage DC star Ashley Silva. Love you guys, and I will see you on the next video. Peace.